I left my heart out on the road. I checked my wrist up on the stove. Now my neck is dripping.
Alright, we can bring it down for the boys.
Yes, sir.
LFP, aka Black Sports Center. Versace Boy ENT. You know how we coming.
Yes, sir. You already know how we rocking.
So the playoff race starting to shape up. We wondering, are we gonna let you know who's gonna be the last two teams to grab them wild card spots, and also which teams are gonna be the most dangerous in the playoff race. And lastly, we're gonna let you know which team is on upset alert.
Yes, sir.
So
there's a couple.
There's a few.
Nice topic today.
Yeah, yes sir, yes sir. So we already think that the Chargers and the Seahawks are gonna end up wrapping up those wild card spots. So we'll let you know later in the show if they're gonna be the most dangerous teams or not. But Big Potato, who are the other two teams that you think are gonna grab those last two spots?
The big potato, I'm thinking for the NFC, they're starting to get hot at the right time. And they're really starting to pick it up. And there's a lot of other teams in contention for that wild card, such as the Panthers. They're starting to fall off. The defending champ, the Eagles, they're picking it up. Carson Wentz is starting to get right again. He is hot. He's starting to look like old Carson Wentz, move around in the pocket. Defense is playing solid. Now, they have a tough schedule for the rest of the season. They got to play the Texans, the Rams, the Cowboys, and I don't quite remember the other team, but their schedule is not easy. But at 7-5, and a lot of the other teams are also 7-5 or 6 and whatever. 6 and 6.
6 and 6.
Yeah, 6 and 6. Good math. Hey, I think that they can make it. For the AFC, hey, they're being led by a young bull. And they're in the wild card position right now at 7-5. Yes, sir. Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens are taking that last wild card seat in the AFC. He's on a 3-game win streak with them. They finna play the Chiefs, and we gonna see what's really good that game.
That's gonna let you know if
He ain't gonna be able to score 30. He gonna lose.
coming back starting or not.
Yeah, the Chiefs allow 5.5 yards per carry. Hey, man, I know Lamar Jackson already had 127 yards one game.
But he's going to have to score 30 points to beat them.
Yeah, you can score 30 points running. It's not impossible.
Yeah,
but we ain't even worried about that. Like I said, they're going to make the wild card. Might fuck around. The Steelers keep fucking up. Might just win the division. But I don't think that'll happen. Wild card for the Ravens.
All right.
So who y'all got?
Slim Potato, who you got?
It's going to be quite simple in the NFC for me. You know, we already locked in Seattle as one of the seeds, but because how good these two teams are, I gotta give it to the Vikings to snag this last playoff seed, only because they won't win the division. I'm going to give that to the Chicago Bears. They will get Mitch back.
Money Mitch.
Money Mitch, boys. Shout out Mitch. But like I said, they will get Mitch back. They will be back good as shit. They're gonna probably win out with Mitch back, etc. It's just the Eagles, they got to play the Cowboys this Sunday, and that is going to kick them out. That is going to kick them out. They're coming to Jerry World and getting their ass whooped. I mean, so the Eagles is out of it.
They can still take an L and make it.
No, they
Yes, they can. They can afford one L and make it.
I mean, they can still end up affording a couple.
It won't.
Not too many.
You just said they
7-5.
They can take 2 L's.
They have one of the toughest schedules left, though. Let's keep that in mind. The Rams, like you said, us. Like I said. Anyway, I'm not trying to let my hate go too deep, so I'm gonna and
so
that
your AFC player.
My AFC team already know y'all might gonna give it to it's gonna be 3 teams that's making it out of the AFC West: the Chiefs, the Chargers, and the Denver Broncos is snagging that last spot. The Denver Broncos is grabbing that last spot, led by this rookie, Phillip Lindsay. Only better running back that's better than Phillip Lindsay is Barkley. But come on, that's a very high standard there, right?
Yeah.
Barkley, this man, it's Phillip Lindsay. Phillip Lindsay's been eating all year. Lindsay has been eating, and I think Case Keenum and Phillip Lindsay, a nice little coaching staff led by a little nice black coach, Black Sports Center, you feel me?
Yeah, I feel that.
Led by a nice black coach, they will sneak into the playoffs. I don't know how much noise they will make, but hey, that's definitely the last playoff seed, hands down.
I hear that. I'm gonna have to follow you up on that NFC playoff John, with the Minnesota Vikings. You know,
Oh my God.
they've been severely underperforming this year. You know how talented they are on both sides of the ball.
Severely.
Dalvin Cook has been severely underperforming, been killing me in fantasy. I'm gonna need you to go ahead and finish the season strong. I'd appreciate it. Kirk Cousins, you know, he's been up and down a little bit. He got to get back to his continuity with Adam Thielen.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to get back on track for sure. You know, Diggs going to do his thing. The defense has been underperforming. They've been hurt as hell. My boy Mike Hughes went down with a torn ACL.
Yeah,
Get
that
well
killed
soon. Xavier Rhodes just got hurt in the last game with the hamstring. You know, they just been fucked up on kind of both sides of the ball with some injuries and stuff. So the Vikings got the most talent, and I see them grabbing that last spot. In the AFC, I'm going to hit y'all with this surprise. I'm going to go ahead and give it to this dude. I wasn't a fan of him when he first started, but he done came through this injury and then came back, setting the league on fire.
Okay.
That nice dude, Andrew Luck. You know what I'm saying?
They fucked up losing last week to the Jazz.
It was a bad loss.
It was a bad loss.
You know, the
They got a
Jags
chance.
are a
They got a
talented
chance.
team, but they've been underperforming. You know, you got to win those games if you're going to make the wild card. And I think that they're going to end up outpacing the Ravens for the last wild card spot just due to Andrew Luck, that offense. That defense, you know, they've been doing their thing, keeping up, doing enough so that the offense, Andrew Luck can score 3 touchdowns, do whatever he needs to do.
Quick stat, Andrew Luck, the only quarterback that's having a better season, and it's by a very little margin, is Drew Brees. That's the only person that's having a better season than
Patrick Mahomes.
Andrew Luck.
Patrick Mahomes.
Stats-wise.
Patrick
Mahomes
Mahomes has
has
40
40
touchdowns.
Yeah.
The numbers, man. That's all I'm trying to
This
compare
man
him
is
to
wild.
Breeze.
Listen.
That's all I'm saying.
We'll
We'll
Breeze
figure
past
that
First
out.
off, yeah,
That's
Breeze
Breeze
passed.
is crazy.
Yeah. But listen, y'all are bugging with this Vikings nonsense. The Vikings are not making it. Like, they are just not built to make the playoffs right now. They don't have that mental toughness and the fortitude to come back and the grit. Like, honestly, they're soft as a team. They will quit early. And they also have a tough schedule left down the road. They still have to play a lot of top teams. So I don't see them making it. Colts might make it, but that loss, I'm saying, killed them because they got to play the Texans. So that's probably an L.
They ain't shit.
They beat them the first time.
That's one game.
So that's probably another L. So how many games do you think it's gonna take to win to make the AFC Wildcard?
They're going to end up being 9-7, I suppose, due to your math. But regardless, I'm going to have them in that motherfucker.
All right, we'll see.
Nonsense is thinking the Ravens can run the ball against the Chiefs. Trust me, I have all respect for Patrick Mahomes. If y'all watch our show, you know I switched from Aaron Rodgers to him as my MVP, saying he is in a fucking another bracket of like fucking quarterbacks at this present moment. That is why I said the only quarterback that's having a better season is Breeze. We know Patrick Mahomes is lighting the league on fire. And I don't think Lamar Jackson can beat Patrick Mahomes at this point in the season, which will probably kill the playoff hopes.
We'll see.
And the Eagles going to get killed by the Cowboys, which is going to be killing their playoff hopes. So, bro, I think the only nonsense was your 2 playoff teams, bro. Sorry to
We'll see.
leave it at that.
We'll see. We'll visit back in a few weeks. Don't worry about it.
What team is going to be the most dangerous out of these wild card teams?
All right. So for me, out of all the wild card teams, I gotta go with the team that's led by a top 5 QB, and that's not Phillip Rivers. That's that boy Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks.
Yeah.
First off, it's the Seahawks. You know the name. They've been there before. Like, some of this team hasn't been there because they started to turn over the roster, get younger.
The defense young.
But Russell Wilson been there, and Bobby Wagner, their middle linebacker, been there.
Him and KJ Wright been holding it down on that defense.
You got
The
two
last
leaders.
2 pieces.
2 leaders who've been there. You don't want to see them in the playoffs because, first off, Seattle is just one of the luckiest teams. I just gotta say it. One of the luckiest. Like, they'll keep it close and then just get a crazy break in the game out of nowhere. Missed field goal by the Vikings. Freaking almost won off of a Hail Mary or off a long bobble pass in the Super Bowl against the Patriots, but fuck themselves over. Like, they'll get lucky. And Russell Wilson is one of the most clutch quarterbacks. So any team that wants to play him is not going to be easy to take him down because he's always willing to fight back and is never going out without a fight. And the Seahawks also average the most rushing yards in the NFL per game. When you do that, you can beat a lot of people.
I gotta piggyback off of you, unfortunately, because I was gonna say the Seahawks as well. Because most dangerous team, most dangerous QB in the playoffs, danger Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
That nigga,
Mr.
you already
Dangerous.
know what he's going to do. His team is never out of it. Even if they down 14 going into the fourth, he will erase that shit with 3 drives like it's nothing.
Efficient.
You know he makes a crazy throw to these receivers, some no-name guys. David Moore used to be Jermaine Kearse before he left. Tyler Lockett has been having a crazy year with 9 touchdowns.
Shut off for fantasy.
He had 1 catch last week, a 52-yard bomb. That's all you need. So, and like you said, they got the running back game strong. Chris Carson, Rashad Penny's coming on, and Mike Davis as well. The defense, they young and they hunting. Frank Clark,
Frank Clark coming off the
Markevius
edge.
Mingo, done moved around a couple teams, and now he playing how he's supposed to. Shaquem Griffin brother out there locking it up. McDougal is 5.
They
The
got a
safety.
nice little
So
young bunch.
Seattle is that
That's little young
team
bulls.
that nobody ever wants to see Russell Wilson in the playoffs, and that defense is going to be there, right there with him. And he finally got a run game again, like their championship teams used to be. They're the most dangerous team in the playoffs.
Because I respect Russell Wilson a lot, and I feel the same way how good he is, but I do think my colleagues are kind of wrong here with this one. I gotta give it this year. I don't know. It's tough to say, and this going off me thinking Melvin Gordon's coming back strong, but Phillip Rivers, it's his fucking time. I see it in him this year. Phillip Rivers, I believe in you and this Chargers team. We shouted this kid out not too long ago, a couple days ago. That kid, Darwin James, is playing out his freaking mind right now. That freaking defense with Ingram, Darwin James, all them stars back there, Joey Bosa, it's getting scary for San Diego. They can pressure the quarterback. They can lock you down, and they got a quarterback who's been doing this, 15, 16 years now?
And this is the
It's
best
his
cast.
time.
This might
This
be
is
the
the
best
best
cast
team
that he's ever had.
ever
And
had.
they're young.
Yeah,
That's
we
the
respect
thing.
LT.
Keenan
trust
Allen is a
me.
problem.
We respect LT, but this is the best team he has had his whole career. And I don't think
And Anthony Lynn's an amazing coach.
I can see it, and I don't know if y'all pay attention to the Chargers game, but I can, because they in LA now getting overshadowed by
The Rams.
The Rams,
but
unfortunately. And the
Phillip
Chiefs
Rivers
because of the
wants
division.
it this year. I can see it. He's tired. He's been here for 16 years. He's been close, kind of not, but this is the year I think Phillip Rivers is the biggest threat in the AFC. The Chiefs' problems, Houston, I don't believe in their coach. Nah, you feel me? And if I can give it to Phillip Rivers versus Brady in the championship, you know I'm not choosing the Patriots that game, man. Let's go, San Diego. Prove me right, baby. Let's get it, Phillip.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I feel you.
Yeah. The only
Melvin
thing-
Gordon, Tyrell Williams, Keenan Allen. Win this for Phillip freaking Rivers, bro. Let's get it, baby. Let's get it.
They like the Saints of the AFC just because their quarterback is so old, such a vet. Passed around him is young though, but obviously they're talented. They be making their plays, doing what they need to do. So yeah, like I said, they like the Saints, and that's why they're gonna be the most dangerous team possibly in the AFC. They might upset the Patriots if they run into them, like you said.
So they might upset somebody.
They might upset somebody. So
Might upset somebody, I think it's gonna happen.
with these dangerous playoff wildcard teams coming up, we got to let you know what teams are going to be on upset alert. So, Slim Potato, go ahead and get me started with your team on upset alert for the playoffs.
Just one team,
One team.
upset alert. Gotta go with the New Orleans Saints.
Oh, man.
What happened
Shit.
what happened that Dallas Cowboys game on Thursday Night Football, not to mention the highest rated Thursday night game in NFL history,
Yeah.
because people tuned in and seen my Dallas Cowboys are real, and they also seen how vulnerable the Saints are if you smack them around, if you smack AK, if you smack
If you hit 'em for
Ingram,
4 quarters.
if you hit them for 4 quarters
Yeah.
and you lock that little soft Michael Thomas up all game, ref, all game, it's over with for the Saints. I think either the Dallas Cowboys, the Bears, or that team y'all was bragging about, the Seattle Seahawks, can all beat the Saints. So they are definitely on upset alert. Sorry, I had to say it. I know it's a lot of Saints fans out there. Boo-hoo. Breeze, I'm sorry, you the greatest, but it's not happening this year. I'm sorry. It's not. It's not.
Big Potato.
You got it. You got it for your upset alert. We're gonna address that in a second when they come back around. But go ahead.
Who you got on upset alert?
Nah, who you got?
You want to
Yeah,
know who
I
I got
want
on
you to
upset
go.
alert? I got your boys on upset alert. Deshaun Watson is my boy, but the Texans have one of the fucking weakest schedules of the season. All the teams that they are beating are fucking 6-6 or worse, bro. They play somebody good early in the year. The Patriots, they got smacked. A couple teams that they shouldn't have lost to his Cowboys. All right,
They beat him though.
Anyways, they done been on a weak schedule.
Colts was soft.
Deshaun Watson is coming along, but they still are not consistent. He's not doing them things he was doing last year.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
9 wins.
The fucking running game, he had a fluke run, 97 yards by Lamar Miller when they was playing the Titans or whoever the other day. Like,
blocking.
shit like that, man, that's not going to be happening in the playoffs when they're playing playoff teams, playoff caliber teams, not these bums. So I got Houston on upset alert. If they play the Chargers first round, you know that's dead.
No, that's dead.
You know that's dead.
That's dead.
Do I need to name all these stars again? Or
Nah, you don't need to.
Yeah.
We
Like
don't-
what?
You don't
we
need
don't
to.
have that much time.
So we're gonna get back around to what you said too. So let the big potato let y'all know who my upset alert team is. And I'm gonna have to go with one of the number 1 seeds that people aren't thinking are upset. People think the Rams and the Chiefs are both definitely gonna be in their conference championship.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna tell you today that the Chiefs are not making their conference championship. They're losing their first playoff game.
Run it up, Mahomes.
Yeah, run it up, that bye, that's cool. It don't matter. Because the
Arrowhead
Chiefs
ain't no easy place to play at.
is not. But guess who's gone? Kareem Hunt.
Yeah.
And guess what? That defense, like I tried to tell y'all earlier, gives up 5.5 yards per carry. It's going to be cold in Arrowhead. And guess what? That's their home field. But it works to their disadvantage. Because when it's cold, you really got to come downhill and tackle somebody. Because them hits hurt a little bit extra.
Yeah.
Now, every team in the AFC that I think is going to make the playoffs has a chance at beating the Chiefs. I don't see a team that the Chiefs can play in the playoffs and they wouldn't be able to beat them. The Patriots can beat the Chiefs.
The Ravens?
The Ravens can beat the Chiefs.
If
The Chargers can beat the Chiefs.
Under
He said
fucking
not
The,
14.
the Texans can beat the
This nigga,
Chiefs.
bro.
All these teams can beat the Chiefs in the first
The
round.
Texans are gonna have a shootout with the Chiefs if they play them, and you know the
And they
Chiefs are
can
gonna win
beat
that.
them. Bro, the Chiefs' defense is so bad that it's going to hurt them in the playoffs. When the game is slowed down, Patrick Mahomes, the guy that has to pass the ball, has never been there before. That's going to play a factor. In the playoffs, experience definitely matters, or we haven't even seen the clutch gene in him yet. Rams game, what do? Lose, 2 interceptions. Patriots game, what do? Lose, 2 interceptions.
You just named
And
two
these-
of
and
the
these
best
big-
teams in the freaking NFL, dude.
These are the biggest
What are you
games
talking
you
about?
played this year, though, in all these primetime
The
games.
two biggest,
when the
two
world
best
is
teams
watching
you
you.
played.
But you
Man,
haven't
barely
won.
lost.
You
What's
haven't
the score?
won.
What's the score each game?
They're
He
close.
lost a combined 6 points. That
He's
is
still
3.
running it up.
That is freaking 3.
He's
each
still
game.
running up, but
He's
guess
still
what? The
running up,
defense
man.
isn't
You gotta
stopping
give-
anybody.
You gotta give him credit on
and
that
they're
one.
losing. These teams aren't even turning it on yet. It's not the playoffs. Teams are still holding back plays. And now, let's go ahead and address that Saints comment.
Both away
You are
games.
bugging because, first off, the Cowboys, I'm going to tell you why they actually on upset alert for the NFC. Because they haven't won a playoff game in what? Since the 90s? Yeah, since the 90s.
No.
So let's say they win their first playoff game.
2014.
I'm going to give y'all the wild card game. Y'all win the wild card game. Guess what? Y'all going to be happy, satisfied, content. Y'all are going to be good.
Yes, sir.
You're not going to win the next game because you're going to be too happy.
Who-
You're going to be like, all right, we finally got our win.
Who will
the curse
our
is
opponent
broken.
be the
We'll
next
be
game?
back.
I pray it's the Saints.
I praise the Cowboys.
Okay,
I pray.
cool.
I
You want to make a
pray.
little friendly bet
Because-
right here?
yeah,
on
what's
the
up?
freaking camera? What do you want to do, man? What do you want
What's
to
up?
do?
50.
We're going to do 50, and whoever loses got to win the opposite team's jersey, and you have to buy it.
And you got to buy the jersey.
God
sir.
damn.
What player you
Yeah,
want?
I'll tweet.
Yo, for me, for sure, it's going to be your boy, Dak Prescott. You got to wear it since
All right.
you like him.
All right, bet. If I ain't got Kamara, I'm going to need that.
Ooh,
If
I
ain't
might
got
just
Kamara,
buy that
then-
anyway. I fuck with AK, but all right, go ahead.
We gonna see.
All right.
And Texans, you're bugging. Deshaun Watson went to 2 natties, clutch gene, and DeAndre Hopkins is still a top 5 receiver at the end of the day.
He's a top 3 receiver.
Top
But,
3, actually, you're right. He's a 3rd. It goes AB. Actually, no, he's number 2. You
I don't
bugging.
want to hear your receiver.
Yeah,
right?
anyway, that's
Honestly.
another story.
Because it goes
Listen,
AB,
man,
Hopkins,
speaking
Tyreek Hill,
nonsense
but let's
all
keep going.
fucking show.
Out of here. Okay, we're gonna have to go because he's talking that clear bullshit. Sorry
Clear.
about that. Maybe he
Yeah.
gonna come correct the next episode. If you didn't already hit the like for us and the subscribe for us, go ahead and do that. Let us know what you think in the comments.
Yeah.
And we're gonna bring it back to you. LFP Versace Boy ENT.
Gang, gang.
Yeah,
Black
Black
Sports
Sports
Center
Center,
type
man.
shit.
Yeah, we'll
Fuck
see
you,
y'all
Dave.
later.
Yeah, yeah.